Now by our male high school athlete of the week presented by Distinct Ink. It is Cody Mingle of Maize South Track and Field. Had a couple of golds last week and a pair of AVCTL wins. Cody, kind of talk about what it means to be an AVCTL champion now.
You know, it feels nice being able to participate in the sport that I really like and being able to play with a team in relays for the 4x4 and 4x1 is really great. You know, you have great teammates and just being able to practice and really go all out at meets whenever you're able.
Yeah, and people kind of talk about track as an individual sport, but it is a team sport, especially in the events that you had some success in last week. Second in the 4x4, first in the 4x1. You know, what does that kind of camaraderie feel like when you're out there on the track?
You know, it's really nice just being able to have teammates that you can rely on and you know that they can get it done, get what needs to be done, you know, at practice, working on handoffs and everything with them. You know, it's really nice just being able to have, like I said, teammates that you work hard and you work well together with them.
Yeah. And for you, you also placed first in the triple jump. What was working for you out there? Like, what's kind of your routine leading up to that?
Really, we get just a lot of like actual practice, you know, doing the event, trying it out. We'll do some more specific things, but it's a lot of run-ups, just really getting the actual act of doing it in over and over again. You know, you get practice, you get better over time.
And this is a really tough league, the AVCTL. What's the competition like here in the area? What's it been like competing against some of the best of the best?
There's a few guys, especially in triple jump. There's some guys that are real crazy out there. You know, the Cooper jumping 46 or 47 his freshman year. That guy's but it's nice having good competition because it pushes you to work harder and really get it all out in a meet that you can.
And you are in the end of season or kind of gearing up for the end of the season. What's it like kind of balancing training and also staying 100% in shape for the rest of the way?
It's a bit of work. You know, you got to keep, especially with triple jump, you got to keep your shins and ankles under, you know, you got to keep them maintenance because you get all your shin splints and stuff. You got to keep ice baths, eating well, all that. It's not too bad, but it is, you got to think about it. You know, you can't just go in there blindly.
Yeah. People like to talk about the rest versus rust and kind of explain that to somebody who may not know about it, just kind of what it's like. You know, how do you kind of prepare the week leading up to a meet?
You know, really, week leading up to a meet, you just got to make sure you eat right, sleep well, of course, and get your practices in, but don't go too overboard. If you're hurting, you know, sit it out.
Yeah.
You don't want to push yourself too hard and not be able to perform at a meet when you should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
how do you feel about yourself and your performance and just kind of where you're at heading into regionals and then state next week?
I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm doing good in the 100, 400. I'm getting used to it again because I only started the 400 again this season a few weeks back. So it's going pretty well, getting back into shape for the 400 and things like that. You know, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. And for you, have you qualified for state before? Have you competed at Cessna yet?
I have not actually. I did track my freshman year, and I just didn't do it sophomore or junior year, so I never had a chance to really compete at state.
Yeah.
So this is my first time getting to really get in there and try it out and see how it goes.
What's some of the kind of lore surrounding Cessna Stadium? What have you kind of heard from some of your teammates or other that might have been competing at Cessna before?
I really haven't heard too much, but you know, I'm excited for the competition, being able to go against guys who are, you know, real good, especially in 4x1 and 4x4 stuff, running against guys running whatever 48s, whatever they're running out there.
Yeah. How did you get into track and field? When did you kind of start? And then kind of talk a little bit about that kind of 2-year gap you took.
Well, I just really, I always liked running when I was younger, so I thought I'd do it. I did it really young, like the club, the track, the club track really young, and I just kind of kept it up from there. And at freshman year, I was just really tired of it, and I started playing volleyball for a little while, and I was more focused on trying to do that, because trying to do both at the same time was a struggle. I'd go to track from 3 to 5, and then I'd have volleyball from 5 to 7. So that's the main reason I really didn't do it for the 2 years.
Yeah.
I was playing more of that.
Yeah. And for you, when did you kind of realize that you might be pretty good, that this might be something that you might have a chance to compete? And kind of do you remember when you won your first meet?
I mean, freshman year, I was doing pretty good. I was doing 400s, long jump and triple jump, and I was keeping up for, you know, being younger. I was almost to 40 triple jump my freshman year, which wasn't bad. I just always liked it, and you know, found out I'm pretty good at it. Just just having fun out here, you know.
Yeah. What's kind of your favorite part of competing here in the track and field?
I really like being able to like talk to other teams, especially when they're, you know, when it's just nice, not really banter or anything,
Yeah.
just talking to them about whatever, just
Yeah.
being able, you know, just talking to people in general. I really like talking to all the guys and just seeing what they like, what they run, all that,
Yeah.
trying to beat them.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have a favorite event? I would imagine it's one of the either triple jump or 4x1 maybe.
Yeah, I would probably say it's probably triple jump. It's close between the 4x1. I really like running the 4x1, but triple jump, you know, you're able to talk to all the guys out there, and most of the time there's never really anyone. I've never had anyone, you know, being just be like, oh, I'm better, whatever.
Yeah.
It's normally a pretty fun kind of experience.
Yeah. What's kind of your relationship like with your teammates? How do you kind of just interact with them on a day-to-day basis here at practice?
A lot of my teammates I'm pretty close friends with. Like a lot of the guys out at the jumping, I'm pretty close with them. I'll hang out with them sometimes. You know, it's just fun messing around all the time.
Yeah. What about with your coaches? What's kind of your relationship with the coaching staff here?
A lot of the coaches I'm pretty close with as well. We'll talk about, you know, other guys from schools, what they're running, what they're doing, all that. And you know, I go between practices with like every coach because I do the sprints, I do mid distance, and I do the jumping. So I'm pretty close with all the coaches, and it's just fun talking to them and all that.
Absolutely. What's kind of your pre-meet routine? How do you like to prepare yourself 24 hours leading up to a race?
Right now it's switching up a little bit because normally I'd still have school before a meet,
Yeah.
but now I'm out because of senior year, and it's pretty just regular. And I make sure I eat you know healthy-ish food at least, not go to McDonald's or whatever. I just try to eat well, make sure I'm real hydrated, and that's really it. Just you know, eat well, make sure you're hydrated, and had enough sleep.
Yeah. Is there any superstitions or anything that you have? Because people talk about baseball, softball as being superstitious. Track and field, I've learned that they are very superstitious when it comes to some of their stuff.
I really haven't thought of it that way at any time. I don't have. I just go in, hope I do well. If I feel bad, I'm like, well, I'll still try anyway, and I'll normally still get a pretty all right performance even if I'm not feeling too well.
Yeah. What are some of your goals for postseason play here?
I'm really just trying to make sure I stay in shape fully, and I want to try and get back into volleyball again because I stopped playing club after last year.
Yeah.
But I want to try and get back into there somewhere. Maybe find a place to go to college for it. I have 2 friends that have wanted me to go to their college for volleyball, so I've just been trying to think about that, decide where I want to go.
Yeah.
For volleyball or track, either one.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for you, what do you like to do outside of track and field? What do you like to do for fun?
I play a lot of video games. You know, I like to hang out with a lot of friends. We'll go to mall, whatever, just drive around sometimes. I like to work out too. I'll do that. I'll get into that sometimes, you know. Just in the free time whenever I have time and I'm feeling bored.
Yeah. What about a fun fact about you? What's something that somebody may not know about you that might be interesting?
That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, I mean, at this point, not anymore, but it'd be that I played volleyball because a lot of people, especially in this area, it's not a big sport, so a lot of people don't know about it. So I'd say that's a pretty interesting thing that's not, you know, you don't see every day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Cody, congratulations on a great season so far. Best of luck in regionals and state. You're our male high school athlete of the week.
Thank you.